Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. On this page, I talk about technology and money. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and also like and share this video. Liking and sharing the video does two things. One, it helps this information reach more people so you create value. And then number two, it encourages me to continue creating content that you all find helpful. So today, I want to talk about a follow-up to a video I did last year during the holidays. 'Tis the season for temptation, debt-free journey encouragement. So it might just be me. It may not be, but I feel like, is it me or has the holiday marketing has started. But I feel like this year, the push to spend and go out and buy is even stronger this year. Now it's still like mid-November at the time of this recording, but I feel like the encouragement and the push to spend started a little bit earlier this year. To me, it's been heavier. So if you're on a debt-free journey or you are thinking about getting your finances in order, if you feel like the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022 is the time, I just wanted to come here just for a few minutes to give you all not only some encouragement on your debt-free journey, but just a few tips on handling just that heavy push to spend. We do live in a culture that is okay with debt. It is okay with just like spending and doing, everything you can to like buy and consume as much as possible. So if you're on a debt-free journey, I've definitely been there. When you are working to get your finances in order and you're on a path, when the holidays roll around, it can just be a time of just like where extra encouragement and extra support is needed. So this video is a part of that. So I've already seen the holiday marketing push, and by now you all probably have. I feel like it's even heavier this year. I've seen the holiday marketing from stores and commercials on well, I don't watch a lot of TV, but like on like the video platforms that I do watch, I've seen just like the push and all of the holiday commercials and things like that. I've seen this one surprised me from my credit union. They were doing some marketing to my email about getting a credit card or a line of credit. So you can, and the message was around the holidays, so you can have a better holiday or a good holiday, and buy the things that you want. And even from like my favorite social media influencers and people that I follow, I noticed that a lot of them are starting to release lines with like they're partnering with brands for like jewelry and clothing, and it's just like I was like, oh, it's really starting. So just a few tips if you are on a debt-free journey and you're at a space where you really do want to get your finances in order and you're at coming into the season of temptation. So just a few things. First of all, remember why you started. What was your why for wanting to get your finances in order? Was it to stop living paycheck to paycheck, have more stability for yourself and or for your family? Was it to be able to have more disposable income so you could actually buy the things that you want, or be able to take trips and things like that without feeling like that extra squeeze and that crunch? So now is a good time with all of that extra heavy marketing around holiday spending just to kind of recenter yourself and just take some time to remember your why. That's number two. That was number one. Number two, this is something that I did when I was on my debt-free journey that I still continue to do, and that's to listen to positive, encouraging, and uplifting messages about just about finances and money. And it doesn't have to be from people who like from big institutions or like from big personalities. I've done some videos in the past. I'll put one up here that I just recently did about 5 personal finance influencers to follow that are not Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is great, don't get me wrong, but he's not the only one in that space. who can give like good money tips. But it's just really good to look at positive, encouraging messages and hear from people who have gone from a place where their finances were in a mess. I know mine were. I had jacked up finances, but have gotten to a point where they have gotten better or on that path to making them better. So that's that part why I talk about a lot in my technology videos, where it's always important to continuously pour into yourself. So as your bank gets depleted, for your encouragement and your motivation, it's just to remember to pour back into that. So that's where tip number 2 is to listen to encouraging positive messages regularly. Number 3, listen to your own voice. So this one is based out of, when you're on a debt-free journey, especially around the holidays and people are spending more and they're buying and all of that, they may say things like, oh, I see you're not spending money, or, oh, you're so tight with money. Remember, that goes back to number 1, to remember why you started, but also to listen to your own voice, because just remember that, you can't stop people from chiming in, giving you unsolicited feedback about how you spend your money or you don't spend your money. But at the end of the day, your own voice and your why matters more than what anyone who's not in your family has to say. Number 4, be satisfied with what you already have. And, there is richness and wealth in just taking, and it can be very satisfying, taking account of what you do have. Meaning, like, do you have, is your family fed? Do you all have warm food to eat? Hot food to eat, a warm bed to sleep in at night, a safe place to rest? Do you have, clothes to put on your back? And if you drive a car you can drive. So there is a lot of richness in being satisfied with what you already have. And I just think that's always good to remind yourself and just to take account of that. So that's where that count your blessings come in. Because I think sometimes, especially around the holidays, when you see people spending and buying and posting lavish vacations and lavish gifts and all of that, those are nice. Don't get me wrong. I like nice things too. But there's also a lot of value in the basics and being okay with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So there's the richness and wealth in being fortunate for the basics. It does go a long way, because there are some who do not have that. So it's just good to be reminded of being fortunate for what you do have. Then number 5, side hustle. I know I side hustle for a long time. I know I was working like a fool, like 6-7 days a week, especially during the holidays where I did want a little bit of extra cash. And also when I was on my debt-free journey. But doing that helps you not only get extra cash, but it also helps you to avoid those interest rates that come with getting a credit card or a line of credit. Because what you don't want is to go like overboard in your spending during the holidays, even with a low interest rate. Go overboard on your spending for the holidays, and then it comes up March, April, May of the next year, and you're still paying for all those things you bought during the holidays. And do they still have the same value that they did when you first bought them? Or is it just something that you felt like you needed right then, right? So that's where the whole side hustle thing, if you have to get some extra cash, I would say go for it. Anything you can do to those interest rates, because that is a big way that banks make money, is off of those interest rates. And then number 6, and this is just the last thing, is follow your own path. Like, you really don't know somebody else's story. So this goes back to the point I was making earlier. Social media is just a snapshot of people's lives. Nice things are good. People, especially around the holidays, they post like elaborate decorations and expensive purchases and lavish things, and that's good and nice, but that's only a part of their story. That is not their whole story. So it's it's okay to look at those things, but just follow your own path and remember your why and why you started. So yeah, y'all, that's it. I just wanted to give you a quick encouraging message of motivation during this season of temptation, and for you to encourage you and to continue on your debt-free journey. You can do it. And that's it. So also, if you made it this far, please be sure to like this video and also share it. And I'll see you in the next video.